Hi, are you interested in purchasing a home but you have no idea where to start? Hi, I'm Joe Cafasa with eXp Realty, and today I want to take you on the home buying journey. If you look online, this seems like a complicated roadmap that has tons of steps and is really confusing on how to get from the beginning of your process to getting the keys for your new home. But I want to take you on 7 easy steps to get you into the home of your dreams. Step one, your first step is to determine really what you want. Look online and put together a list of what you want in a home, what area, what town you want to move into, and what amenities you must have. And that will put you together with a price point of what you really need to spend on a home that you are going to be happy with for years to come. Number two, and this is out of order from what a lot of realtors say. A lot of realtors say go out and find a realtor. My step two, even though I am a realtor, is to go out and speak to a lender. Now, if you don't know a lender and you feel intimidated by the process and you know a realtor, speak to that realtor. Get a recommendation for what lender you should speak to. Now, realtors don't like to take you out looking at homes if you're not pre-approved, only because it gets your hopes and dreams to somewhere that you might not realistically be met. So you've already taken that first step to know what price point all the homes that you love are in. So now speak to a lender, figure out what you could comfortably afford. If those two price points match up, great, you should go shopping for a home. If they don't match up, maybe you could work with that lender to see what you could do, how much money you have to save, what you need to increase your credit score to get to that price point. Step three, now is time to go out and shop for homes. You could look online at first, look at what's available, and then go out in person. So if you know a realtor, you want to go out with that realtor, look at all the properties. This will give you a good sense for what is out there, and it also gives the realtor a good sense for what might be coming on the market that will be a good fit for you. But if you don't know a realtor yet, you haven't found one online, you haven't found one in person, go to open houses, meet different people face to face, and get a comfort level with that realtor. Once you find a realtor that you like, work exclusively with that realtor. Every realtor has the same access to every single home that's listed on the computer. It's really a comfort level of what you feel comfortable with as a buyer, disclosing to a realtor who's going to help you financially get into that new home. Step four, this is the time that you found your dream home and you put an offer in on the property. Again, once you're comfortable with a realtor and you have that relationship, that realtor and you are going to work together to draft the perfect offer and hopefully get that accepted on your dream home. Now, in today's market where there's limited inventory and lots of buyers competing for the same homes, don't get discouraged. Just because you get outbid on 1, 2, or 50 homes doesn't mean you won't find your dream home. You will find that dream home. It might take a little bit of time. So put offers in on properties, don't get discouraged, and put your best foot forward. Understand what terms go into an offer and what is going to make you the most attractive offer to a seller. Step five is to complete your home inspection. So again, speak to a couple of different home inspection companies, find an inspector you're comfortable with, and you should do this while you're putting offers in on properties, because once you get a property under contract, you have a very short window to complete your home inspection. So get a home inspector you trust, have them go through the home with you and complete a home inspection. And now this is really where you're going to understand if you're really comfortable with this home. Up until now, it's just an emotional decision. You get under contract, you know what price you're paying for a home, but now you're going to do your home inspection to look behind the scenes and investigate every single system in the house. Now, you might have to put an offer in as is. That's where you have the ability to complete a home inspection, but you're agreeing not to ask the seller to do any repairs. That is a strategy, and unfortunately, that's a strategy a lot of times we have to do in this market. But that still gives you the out that you don't have to purchase the house if you're uncomfortable after the inspection. So don't go into this thinking that you have to take the house and you have to close on it just because you got a house under contract. You do your home inspection to do your due diligence, and you make sure you're comfortable with the process. If you're not, terminate the contract. It's better to waste $500 on a home inspection rather than have a home that $20,000, $30,000 later, now you're just getting to the point where you're comfortable and you don't have the excess funds to decorate or buy new furniture or do what you really want to do to the house. So make sure you're going to this with eyes wide open and you get the house that you really want. The next step, 6, is applying for your mortgage. This is a tedious process of collecting documents, sending documents to a lender, filling out an application, and basically waiting for the lender to say, I need the same document 4 times. Let's face it, every single time you complete a mortgage application, there's going to be redundant information that the lender needs. Now, it's not really redundant, it's just redundant to you. Pay stubs, for example. You will have given the lender your pay stubs right when you apply for the loan, but if you're going under contract and you're waiting 45 days to close, the lender is going to ask you for updated pay stubs. There's a reason behind that. The underwriter wants to know that what you're making when you apply for the loan is the same amount of money you're making when you close on the loan. Even though it is a relatively short amount of time, it still needs to be done. So don't get frustrated with this process. Understand it is what it is, and the goal is to get you into a home. Fill out all your paperwork the lender needs, get him or her all the information in a timely manner, listen to the underwriter when they ask for conditions to the mortgage, and you wait till you close. Now, behind the scenes, there's going to be other things that are being done. The lender is going to order an appraisal where the bank sends somebody out to independently verify that you're not overpaying for the house. Most of the time, the appraisal comes in at value. Sometimes the appraisal is less than the purchase price, and in that case, we need to figure out how we're going to get from point A to point B, and there's a whole strategy behind that I'll have in another video. But once all that is done and you have your clear to close, your mortgage commitment, however you want to phrase it, now's the fun part. The day before the closing, you go to the house, or the day of, depending on the timeline. You do a final walkthrough of the property. You make sure the seller's moved out, everything's empty in the house, any repairs that had to be made were made, and the house is in the condition that you expected it to be. You go to the attorney's office, you sign your paperwork for about 45 minutes to an hour, and you're handed the set of keys. At that point, once the deed is recorded in the town records, the house is yours. So as you could see, in 8 minutes, I've explained to you how to go from never looking at a home before to getting pre-approved for a mortgage, to getting a house under contract, to do a home inspection, to get a mortgage, and to own your own home. So it's not a very complicated process. There are a lot of moving pieces, but if you hire a professional realtor who has done this hundreds of times, he or she will help you along the way and make sure this is an enjoyable process, because this should be an enjoyable process, and I'm here to help you. If you need help in your home buying journey, please feel free to reach out. I'll give you all the advice that I have and help you along the way.